gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We stand for the national anthem of France. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? It's a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Chouameni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He's a sharp little ball here. Now there's Mbappe! What a wonderful goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's got away. Goes for a shot! Off the post. Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Saliba. Chouameni. Conte. Chouameni. Quality ball. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Conte.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. And it's Paquetá. Well, that has not gone well. Conte. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Neymar. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Joelinton. And here's Neymar. Lovely feet. He's having a pop! This time surely! And there's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lucas Paqueta. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Joelinton. Carlos Augusto. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's João Pedro. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. João Pedro. Neymar. Oh, nice touch. And he's in on goal. Kante defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Koundé. For Olise. He's picked his way through. Now it's João Pedro. Looking for a runner. And that has been cleared. It's their second corner of the game. Neymar goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar here's onto this. Olise. Mbappe. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Conte. Spread out to the left. Dembele. Danilo does really well to win the ball there. Dembele's cross. Lucas Perry claims it, safe hands. Cherki wins the duel this time. Great vision. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. Conte. And it's Hernandez. And that's destined for the flank. All played for Dembele. Cherki. Marquinhos gets... And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back on the way then.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Olise. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Neymar. For Olise. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Chouameni, Koundé, Saliba, Cherki. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's in plenty of space here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Oh, well played, well played. Cherki. And it's Neymar. And it's lofted through here. And the shot! Cherki has created one goal already. And here's Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
João Pedro. Dembele. Danilo does well to get it back. Lucas Paqueta. Cherki. That is Conte. And here's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Rafinha! It's a loose ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Now it's João Pedro. And it's Paquetá. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Now it's Neymar. Saliba goes sliding in. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Stood up well to him there. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Shifted it to the flank. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's been cut out, well played. Chouameni, and it's Doué. He's looking to win it for them. Now it's Neymar. Now it's João Pedro. Spread it left. It's a searching pass. So we have movement on both benches. It's not an especially good pass, that. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Dembele gets into a... tries a shot! Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass and put it on a plate for him.
France have their lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, what a ball! Back when it goes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Saliba and Doué. Gusto.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
He is through here. Gets a good foot in there. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Savinho shapes to shoot. And no mistake. And right near the end, we have parity. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Brazil displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? There they go, hunting in packs. Gerson, João Pedro. Now it's Savinho. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Savinho. This looks promising. Dembele. Not the most convincing of passes. Camavinga. And Gusto. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, this is an exercise in prevention at source and a really strong commitment to that.
Koundé is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that is out of play.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9, camisa 5. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 26, camisa 17.
Now it's Mbappe.
Substituição em andamento.
Camavinga pinches it off him. Now it's Martinelli. Upamecano. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Digne. And that could set him on his way. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. And we are already back underway. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Mbappe. Ederson. Savinho. Looking for options for movement. And it's Tchouaméni. Gusto. It's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Pavard. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. But he's well positioned. Chance for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Danilo.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Gerson. And it's Carlos Augusto. To Martinelli. Gerson. Looking to play him in. And here's Savinho. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So 2 inconclusive hours of action. All that remains then, penalties. Eva Nielsen is first to take the long walk. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Well, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat. Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Dembele is second man up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that.
Oh, it's saved! Straight at the keeper.
Well, in trying to get clever, that ended up being too comfortable for the keeper.
Oh, you're not going to save that. He had to, and he did. Martinelli is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Inyat is the fourth man to step up. Firm, low, telling.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
Now there's a penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
The decisive moment. Brazil fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout, as cruel as that is.